Right, well, we've got some Godzilla news, but Godzilla from the perspective of Toho. This is really good. This is really, really, really good news, actually. So, Toho has basically come out and said they're going to invest 15 billion yen into Godzilla over the next 3 years to turn it into an IP-driven brand. Thought it was, to be fair. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I think this is great. Toho had great success with Godzilla -1. So much so they were like, yeah, let's make another one. They announced that pretty quick. Even though they didn't, kind of. Because they were like, no, we'll just let it rest for a little while. And then it was like, yeah, I'm working on another one. But anyway, this came out yesterday. Or I saw this news yesterday anyway. So Toho has revealed a new midterm plan that will extend through 2028 and revealed that the company will be making significant investments in new content and will specifically be investing 15 billion yen in Godzilla. Interesting that they're calling it like a midterm plan. I mean, I just think it's interesting. So it says this, as part of its midterm plan that goes out to 2028, Toho has revealed it plans to create approximately 200 titles captivating audiences across the globe. Now, that is a lot, obviously. But what is, in those 200 titles, what does that mean? Well, it's going to be in the form of movies, animation, plays, so theatrical plays, digital games, and the creation of new and related IP. That's amazing. So in order to make them, the company has announced it plans to invest 70 billion yen, or around $500 million, which, if you know how much Godzilla -1 cost, $500 million, $500 million, is plenty of money for all of this. Plenty of money. Isn't it funny though? In terms of Hollywood, that's like 2 movies. 2 movies, $500 million. When it comes down to Toho, they're like, yeah, we can make 200 titles actually. That's several movies, some games, some plays, animation, like all of these things. $500 million. Hollywood, 2 movies, if you're lucky. Maybe even 1 movie, to be fair, with the marketing as well. God, so bad. That's amazing. That's so good. Honestly, that's brilliant. So the company specifically announced it wanted to promote the development and release of digital games based on Godzilla and our hit anime series, which includes Haikyuu, My Hero Academia, Dr. Stone, Jujutsu Kaisen, Spy X Family, Kaiju Number 8, Free Ren, Beyond Journey's End, and the Apothecary Diaries. For its film production, the company plans to increase the number of films it makes in-house to 10 by 2032. It also plans to increase the number of animation productions it creates, increasing it from 14 to 30 by 2032. In order to do this, they also plan to double the number of employees from 60 to 120. That's brilliant. So the company also shared that it is setting up 120 billion yen, which is approximately $841 million aside, for mergers and acquisitions of new IP and content, as well as opening up of new multiplexes. Now that last bit's actually really important. So no one could ever quite work out how much money Godzilla had made in Japan, and the reason is Toho owns theaters in Japan. So they don't have, like, the United States and other parts of the world as well have these, like, non-monopoly, non-compete kind of clauses where theaters can't be owned by movie studios, but Japan doesn't have that. And so obviously Toho's own theaters showing their own movies meant they take the lion's share of the profit. And we couldn't ever really figure out how much they made, but we know that they made a hell of a lot of money. in Japan from Godzilla Minus One, like a hell of a lot. So if they're going to open up even more multiplexes, that's brilliant. Like for them as a company, that's brilliant, which is also really good for us as a consumer of their content, right? It's nothing but a good thing if this business succeeds. But these figures are crazy money for a Japanese company to be throwing around these, these kind of figures. That's crazy. That's really, really good. It's really impressive. And so this is their sort of midterm plan. You can see here. Overseas, they want to create synergies with companies that newly joined the Toho group, whilst accelerating the increase of our overseas offices. And I said this before, actually. I said this before because Toho had began buying stuff abroad and working with other companies that got like Toho Acquisition brand and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, I think they've been using Legendary. I've said this many times in videos over the years. I think they've been using Legendary to promote Godzilla. It's just free marketing for them. And then they're like, yeah, we're established in the West now then. And then they started moving out, their brand, their actual brand over there, Toho. So it says this, specifically, it will invest 15 billion yen in Godzilla to fully scale the IP business. That is approximately $105 million, which is like 10 Godzilla Minus Ones. So the goal with Godzilla is to turn it into a broader IP-driven brand from a visual content business. One of the ways the company plans to do this is by linking it with a new membership service. It also plans to expand licensing opportunities and in-house product development, launch more amusement rides, open new Godzilla stores throughout Japan, create both console and mobile games, and create content for TV as well as streaming platforms, and produce a new Godzilla film written and directed by Takashi Yamazaki, which they're already working on. We had that confirmed. So as for the membership service, the company revealed it will be called Toho One and plans to launch in Japan in spring next year, 2026. The service will allow members to get free movie tickets to Toho cinemas, get tours of Toho studios, and have the opportunity to obtain exclusive anime goods, attend exclusive events for movies and plays, and obtain incentives for various games. This is crazy. Like, crazy good. This is brilliant. So, loads more Godzilla from Toho. Like, so much more. This is great news. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Yeah, they're seriously investing in stuff here, aren't they? That's brilliant. So anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Hit subscribe if you are new here or a returning viewer that's not yet subscribed. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye now.